So greetings from Eudoxia Research University, and we would like to welcome you to Horizon 2026 2.0. So today we are having our keynote sessions, and I have selected one very interesting topic, controversial also, and also to share with you the latest developments about the regulatory framework in the different countries for the use of artificial intelligence. So I'm using it as in front of you, the title Ethical AI for Human-Centered Discovery. So discovery will be there, invention will be there, outcome-based education will be there by using AI for human. This is human-centered, we need to understand. So AI governance, we will understand. Research integrity, how we are integrating the research, and what is its impact on outcome-based education system. So why this is important? This conversation cannot wait. Governance and agentic AI regarding the regulation on 2nd August 2026. It is just arriving. Therefore, I am bringing it to you. You have to follow it in your research, and I am sharing with you. The EU AI Acts, that is European Union, okay, all the European Union countries. High risk and transparency rule, including duties to label AI-generated content, take full effect with enforcement power activating the same day. This is news everywhere. So we need to understand the 2nd August, only after writing that 3 days, only after 3 days, this will be implemented in all over the world. A global norm now exists. Number one is that 193 UNESCO member states adopted the first global AI ethics standard in 2021. But now it is also that becoming the act. Integrity is under strain, like coke. If you are writing down your paper, research paper, you need to now follow the COPE and ICMJE. The major publishers also agreed. So AI cannot be an author, you have to understand. Human remain accountable and must disclose all the use of AI in their work. This has now become compulsory. Even some, organization are starting with the ghost front. That is, AI cannot read it. Only human can read it. AI will read it in a different way. Very interesting. These things are going on. And the question will be there. So how to use AI? Pedagogy is still shifting. So AI absorbed the routine task. Whatever the routine task we are doing, whatever the work we are doing, without creativity, it will be definitely done by artificial intelligence. But outcome-based education must be re-anchored to outcome AI. Okay, outcomes AI cannot own, just like not it is only analysis or evolution, but also about the creation. So we need to understand that AI is not a creator. It cannot be the author of our research paper, and we are actually having the accountability. That is very important. You are highly accountable whatever you are publishing from the 2nd August 2026. So they can send you to the prison also. Still, you can say like that it is created by AI, but they will not accept that one if it is in your manuscript, if it is in your book. So everything must be gone through the double, triple scrutiny process before publication. So this is very important part. The core thesis need to understand the outcome-based education into AI nexus. What is it? Ethical practice is not about how much AI we use. You need to understand the new regulation is all about creativity. It's not saying like that. It's about keeping outcomes human-owned while AI serves as a discipline instrument. Very important point. It is not explaining that how much part you are using AI. It is explaining the real ethics. You are using 10% AI, 20% or 90%. It is not making any sense. The main factor is that you are accountable 100%. You may use AI 5%, 20%, or 100%. But you are having first the accountability. Anything wrong happen, you will face the consequences. So the people, those who are blindly using AI without reading it, will face the problem now. This is now becoming act from the 2nd August. And 193 countries, I have already seen, they are adopting. So constructive alignment, what is it? This is outcomes. AI augmented activities, assessment must stay mutually reinforcing, a continuous loop, but not only one-way pipeline. It will be not one-way pipeline to AI. Human-centered work must be there. It should be there. You have to give the best quality in your research, but with the application of AI, not completely done by AI. The ethical risk landscape. 6 failure modes that hit the social science and humanities hardest, because our data is human, contextual, and interpretative. So let us understand the algorithmic bias. So training data under represents the global south, indigenous, and minority voice. So amplifying inequality in the fields and that study it. Okay. So algorithm, if you are asking that my teacher is coming, how to give one wonderful greeting message, you are asking it to AI. So AI will answer like that. You must treat him or share some flowery word to him, like, very good morning, sir. I would like to appreciate your presence, blah, blah, blah. So what is happening here? They are automatically taking it as an him, not as a her. So algorithmic bias will be there, is there. So most of the time you will find out that. So like the gender, most of the time AI will use the male gender, that the person teacher you were saying, it will automatically think like that the teacher is a male. If you are saying doctor, they will take it as a male doctor. It can be female doctor also. So we have to be very conscious all these things, and the regulations will not pardon us to use it blindly. Everything we have to cross verify. Fabrications and hallucinations. You know that hallucinations now coming in AI. As AI is going with the developed model, we are giving the training to AI like agentic AI, and AGI is also coming. Once AGI will come, then it will go beyond your imaginations. So definitely, I think that the fluent, confident, threshold and citation, quote, facts must be there, in reality. Otherwise, hallucination part will give some unwanted, the creation of the text, which is not the real outcome, whatever you are desired, you are expecting from the artificial intelligence. So you must be very conscious. It is you are accountable. You are responsible. Privacy. Okay, you have to see that it should not go through the disclosing some unnecessary facts. Okay, as a real facts, whenever it is real or unreal, it will come later on. Authorship integrity. Okay, and the cultural erasure and the opacity, everything now will consider. Therefore, I am sharing with you. This is very important. Then the horizon principle. Let us understand this. 7 commitment that align AI argumented research with human-centered outcome-based education. How from this 2nd August, after 2 days, after 3 days, how we have to survive with the AI, how we have to make it human-centered, because the regulations are becoming somewhat tough than earlier. So the horizon I am writing down, it is actually H for human agency, O for ownership, R for representational, okay? Then I for interpretability, Z for zero harm data, O for outcome alignment, and N for non-mal frames. Okay, that is an accountability. That is, if you say like that malfunction is happening, then also no one will accept your excuses. Everything 100% now you are accountable for the work. So it should be for the human. It should be created. The technology must be created, okay, with the ownership. Who is owner? You are using AI. You are using machine. Okay, so whatever you are using, the accountability is up to you only. Okay, it is a contribution tool. So everyone will consider AI as a contribution tool, never as a creator and author. Whatever you are doing, with AI, without AI, it is up to you. But the fact is that you have to take the responsibility. Representational fairness, it is also very important part. That is the actively audit and correct bias against the underrepresented voices. So I have already explained it, and you need to understand it should not be biased. It should be equal. It should be like human. And slowly, I think that it will grow. Okay. And you know that interpretability and transparency must be there. Okay. Transparency should be there. So the method, whatever you are using, it should be explained, well explained in detail. And whatever the use of AI, it should be also mentioned now. Okay, or you are mentioning, not mentioning, it doesn't matter. It will give you the full responsibility. Zero harm data, definitely. You need to understand you cannot use some sensitive data. Okay, outcome alignment must be there. If it is, you know, that you are going for outcome-based education, that means industry-oriented. You want to grow the revenue. You want to earn money. Then you have to go for outcome alignment. Okay, so non-malfluence and accountability. That means that you cannot say like that the mechanism is not working. You cannot say like that I am not doing this one. So you are fully accountable now onwards. This is very important. So AI across the research life cycle. Now we are entering. Okay. Now we are entering that end-to-end responsibility. The equity and that inequity, okay, and the design, it is also on you. AI, surface gaps, serpent questions, these things you can do. But you have to guard the research question stays the human own. You need to understand these are very critical point. Okay, critical point, and as per the new regulations. So the surface gap, that is the research gap you are finding out. Okay, serpent some questions you are, but finally the research question, it should be human owned. That means make sure that final research question, whatever you are writing, you are using some own wording. Otherwise, it will be not accepted and readily being captured by the system. Okay. by the Tuni time till now. It is again developed with all these regulations. Literature and synthesis, that is the AI map summaries, okay, vast, that one. So this can be there, but you have to guard the verify every source, okay, not the invented citations. AI can give the under hallucination. Some citations can be not real. If you are giving AI that write down this paper with references, they will give some references which is created by them only as an imaginary references. So once it is captured, single reference that is captured by the journal, they can ban you forever from writing down of the research paper. You need to understand. Very critical point these are. Now, it's not like that earlier. You are giving the references, but reference is not existed in the world. It is created because of the hallucination of the AI. You can't say like that. I was creating it by OpenAI or Claude, and now please forgive me. No, it is insane. It will be not considered. And you are under the hilarious situation. You need to understand these things. So thereafter, analysis and interpretation. It can, of course, AI can detect the pattern, taste the framing. Okay, you can draw the graph like that software earlier doing. You can use software, you can use AI. Okay, you can segregate the data, make the tabulations, do drawings, okay, run the test. But the research behind the analyzed data, the meaning of the data must be explained by you, otherwise no one will consider your authorship. You will be inside the trouble. This is very important part. So we need to understand these factors. Now, 2nd August, it will be started for every journals. Patent already, they have already adopted these things. So, dissemination, that is the drafting, translate, visualization, and simple drafting, writing the text first. All right, you can do it from artificial intelligence. But you need to, while you are submitting, it should be your own wording. Your own wording. It should match with your previous and future work. Your word must be detected as the human written. And whatever the drafting you are not able to change and you feel like that it's necessary or like quotation or something by AI, you should mention it in your work. This is very important. Then thereafter, the techniques that may I trustworthy. Yes, the techniques. Now, the state of art, you have to understand. We are using the RAG, that is AI will keep everything in memory like that library. Agentic research assistant. So you can use this one also, multi-agent, okay, to search it, to collect the data, okay, you are sending someone or you are sending AI to collect the data, to make the listing of the data, to make the Excel sheet, to make that one analysis, it can be done, okay. So then constitutional, okay, alignment will be there. So what is there? You have to follow, okay, you have to follow the guideline of the country. Differential privacy also should be maintained. Okay, privacy must be maintained. And the content, okay, the content that whatever you are developing, that you can use some, watermark on it, okay. And human in-depth loop validation. That is whatever the content you are creating, research paper you are creating, it should carry about the interpretations, not only the data analysis, but data after data analysis, your the reasoning, okay, your reasoning must be there. And ethics, you have to speak about that one. And accountability, you have to take as a human. So mapping AI to higher outcomes. You can see here, I am showing here, that is the remember, understand, okay, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. So what is there? What is there? If the yellow color is there more, then it is human. If blue color is there, then it can be, AI. Okay, so to remember, you need not to carry like that earlier. We are carrying some books sometimes, okay, in our bag. You now need not to carry this one. You can use the RAG system of the AI. AI will remember everything, okay, but you can remember this much only. That's yellow color. Understand, AI will understand. But once it is coming from apply, you see that it is now shifting to more human oriented. Then analyze part in your research paper, it is highly human oriented. You are using AI as a tool only. Okay, evaluation and creativity must be with the more human centric. So outcome based education is adopted by China, is adopted by United States. In India also it is now going on. Okay, so I hope that the all academician and researcher will take it as a serious part. An institutional blueprint. So now the question will be there, that from principle to practice, how you will practice it. So phase one, okay, phase one will be the policy and literacy. Okay, then you have to understand about the tools, then the assessment redesign, then the audit and improve. So make sure that if you are leader working in some organization, then you will go with this in your organization. The governance is continuous, not at one time compliance sick box. Okay, the trust is maintained, audited, and re-earned from every cycle. So you have to keep the trust. Otherwise, your work will be considered as created by AI. So be careful here. Keep the human at the center, okay? And AI will not replace the scholar who asks why, okay? Use ethically. It frees us to go for the deeper and more inclusive way to answer the human questions, to give the solutions. Disclose everything, whatever you are doing very sensitive work by using AI, you can disclose it. Don't worry. You can disclose it and there is no restrictions of using AI, but you have to take the responsibility that, yeah, it is an outcome is correct. I have done with AI, but it is the correct. Assessed what AI cannot own. That is like analysis part, evaluation part, or the creation. Okay, so AI based evaluation system, most of the teacher will do that one. Just like students are using writing down the draft also by AI, so teacher will use to make the evaluation. So this is also not being allowed. Okay, you should not do that much with the AI. Then govern continuously. This is very important. That is, your first choice will be people. First choice will be people. You should be human centric. Whatever the development you are doing in science, technology, medical science, and research, it should always give us opportunity for growing the ethics and to add the human value to our life. Let us build the standard. Our disciplines deserve it. We have to keep the standard. We cannot say like that, sir, it is in this way because AI created it. No, we will be not agreed. So thank you, everyone, and Horizon 2026, the international conference, for this opportunity. And I hope that we will have a wonderful discussion also. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm winding up my presentation.